IPS display. So if you don't know anything about IS Solid Black and give you the ability to really get immersed in your gameplay, this Hertz refresh rate giving you the ability to have a smooth, different game mode. So if you're brand new to gaming, or you're buying this for someone who's new to gaming, this thing's quick unboxing and first monitor after that. I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the Atom luggage. Gamar, iFold Game Tamer Villingsbreaking, just money the game is. Let's open it with the cutter, and we're going to take out the other box that comes inside this box. So let's get started. We open it and we're going to take out the box that goes inside. We were able to unpack it. You'll see this box comes. This box, as you can see, it says Acer, from the brand Acer. It's the Nitro XV1 model. It's a gamer monitor. There it says QHD 1080Hz, 27 inches, 69 centimeters diagonal. Let's read this side here. What else can the box tell us? It's 27 inches, 180 Hz, 27 inches. There. It tells us that it's an IPS monitor.
It has what is the AMD FreeSync Premium 180 Hz, 0.5 millisecond screen response. It handles what is the HDR10 technology. That's what it tells us. On this side, well, it's the same, and on this side, well, the data of the device. Let's start with the unpacking. It comes sealed. Let's open it with the cutter, and we continue with the unboxing. We already opened it. Let's take out the Unicell and place the product on the floor to be able to show everything it contains. We already took out the Unicell rectangle from the box. What we have is a power cord. Here is the power cord, which is the one that is connected to the screen. 3-phase connection. We have an HDMI cable, and this is the HDMI cable. And this is the display port cable, which is what is going to give you the corresponding hertz of both your computer equipment and the screen. It is a different cable from the HDMI. It brings those two. It brings later what is the base. It comes fastened. We are going to remove it with the cutter and show it to you. There is what is the base, or the screen support tube, that must be anchored in the back of the screen. And this tube goes on this side in the base. It is a resistant tube, and you can adjust the height. So it is important, that height. That's why I asked for this type of monitor. Then we find the base, here in red, with the corresponding screw, and this part that rotates, so that the monitor can go to taste, and then there is nothing left to continue with the unpacking. Then we have here what is the screen itself. It is very protected in this Unicell. We are going to unpack it carefully so as not to damage the product, as you will see. And then, once the assembly is completed, I will show you how this monitor looks. I almost forgot to show you. It comes with its warranty policy. The instruction that is important to read. For any doubt or comment that arises, you have to check this instruction and be able to assemble the product without damaging it. This is the Nitro XV1 series. Let's get into this. The first thing I love is that there is a thumb screw right there. That went on super easy, just like all the other Vaser mounts. Really easy, quick release down here at the bottom. Love it. Here is a little pro tip for you guys. Always put your monitor onto your stand with the protective cover on it. That way you don't get any fingerprints on the display. So now I can literally just pull this straight off, and I have an untouched display. It comes in the box. You have your power cable right here. You have your HDMI cable right here. Then you have your display port cable right here with the protective lock on it right here, so you have to actually push down and it releases those tines right there, which is really cool. You don't see that all the time, but there we go. That is the monitor stand and all the accessories. Let's get this thing powered up. Okay, this is my current monitor setup. We're going to be popping this bad boy out and slapping the new one in, right? And there we go. That is how it looks on the desk. Good. It's not taking up a huge amount of space on the desk itself, which is always nice. You don't want a stand that takes up the entire desk, so that's cool.
Well, here we have the back of the gaming monitor, the Acer brand. As you can see here, it has the brand protected. Here you can see that it has the screen ventilation area. Once it's assembled, this is the base with, well, the base that goes on the desk, the tube that supports the screen. It's not that hard to assemble. Here it has a lever in case you want to remove it. You can lift this lever and it comes off, so it's not that complicated. Here we can see the inputs that this monitor has. As you can see, it says that it has an HDMI 1, the HDMI 2, 2.0 are the HDMI versions. It has here the input for the audio output, and here it has the DisplayPort input. So it's a DisplayPort input to HDMI and the audio output. Here it is already connected to one of the HDMI on this side. Well, what is the connection of the monitor of the plug to the power supply? This base can be adjusted, both the height, as you can see, you can lower the monitor, and you can also go up easily. You can also turn it vertically and horizontally, and you can, with an angle here, as you can see, you can adjust it with an angle of 15 to 25 degrees, the angle forward or backward, you can adjust it. So I think this monitor is very well made. Now we are going to see it from this side. It also has the buttons here. Here it has the power button, and here the other two buttons. And the button that looks like a joystick that you can move for the corresponding menu, it has two speakers of 2 watts on this side, both left and right. And well, on the front here, it has the Acer brand. As I told you, you can adjust the monitor, both height, up and down as you wish, and it also rotates 90 degrees. I'm really going to put this monitor to the test. So I had this in action mode, and it put on that little cursor thing on the screen right there, which is great for first-person shooters. So if you are into first-person shooters, this one is going to work for you. Really, really nice. But yeah, everything was just so fast, so awesome. I really got immersed in my gameplay and was very, very happy. Okay, I went ahead and loaded up some UFO test right here, people. So if you are interested in this, let's go ahead and watch it. I went through a bunch of different tests. I'm just going to play some music and let you guys see how this monitor performs. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating. Let's just start off with the panel. So it's definitely a good panel. I didn't have any problems in my review of it. The pixel density is really solid. I'm very happy with that. The colours on this thing are absolutely amazing. They definitely are not lying about that. The blacks are really solid in my experience. I didn't notice any problems whatsoever. The build quality of this thing is good. The cord management is pretty pitiful. You're going to have to do a lot of work to get your cords hidden. If you have it all the way up, of course. If you drop it down really low, then it might be something that is not as bad, but it's still going to be something that you're going to see very easily. So you raise that up. The cord management back here is really silly. I don't know what they were thinking. So that's really the weakest part of the whole stand. The stand definitely articulates up and down super easily. It can go super low, like a low rider, or you can bring it all the way back up. It's not the tallest monitor in the world. I did have a monitor that went past this shelf right here, so take note of that. If you want a super, super tall monitor, you're going to want to look elsewhere. The stand right here is nice. You can put stuff on it, take up a huge amount of your desk space, so that's cool. You can put your monitor speakers behind it. This does have speakers built in. So I'm going to play this with the monitor speakers on, then I'm going to unplug the monitor speakers, and we're going to listen to just the speakers coming from this monitor right here. So let's do that real quick.
Okay, so believe it or not, that is not the worst I've ever heard from a monitor. I've definitely heard a monitor with worse speakers. So I'm going to give those speakers a 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Right, so there you go. The stand is good. I'm going to give the stand a 4 out of 5 stars. It's not the best, it's not the worst. The build quality of this is basically standard. It's not the most premium looking monitor out there, and it's not really built for that. So all in all, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.1 star rating. I'm going to say that if you're buying this for gaming, it's really, really awesome. If you're buying it to be used as an everyday computer, the 27 inches is good. It's enough. It definitely gets the job done. So High star rating, highly recommend to everyone out there, buy it. I'm going to show you the options that you can control, but I find it more comfortable to use with this widget that you can install. And here you can modify certain things. As you can see here, there's a race mode, user, action, standard, eco, graphics, and HDR. And here you can detect the screens that are connected. In this case, I have 2 more screens connected, which is the laptop and another screen. And here, the one that is this model, which is the XV271U M3, is the correct model of this screen. There you can see the colors that it can have. The screen looks very good. You can see the gray color on camera because the background is gray. But if we put a black background as such, you can see the black as it is, as you will see. So we gave it a gaming screen with an IPS panel. The characteristics, I already mentioned them when we unpacked it. It is the 27-inch micro Acer, an IPS panel, 180 Hz of response, or speed for games, 0.5 milliseconds of response, and well, we can also make the comparison of the other screen that I have here, which is a normal screen of the HP brand, 24-inch, which, well, the difference in colours is very noticeable. The screen looks very nice. If you want to check out any of the products mentioned in this video, the links are down in the description. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more smart shopping guides. See you next time.